I just decided, I'm like, you know what? I can do the same thing, but I can do it in my own little lane. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be what other people really want, but eventually they might want it, you know? You know, they just hear it and they're like, yo, you know what? I think this is it. Expectation is just have fun. Just go with it. Just picture yourself in a nice car going to pick up the nicest girl, to go to the nicest club. That's how you gotta feel. You know, maybe going like 300 miles an hour if you got a car that goes that fast, but if not, you don't have to. I just want them to share. Just let other people know it. Doesn't have to be let 10 people know it, just one. Just let one other person know. That's how it starts. As long as you tell this person, they might not like it. Maybe they might talk bad about it. But then another person in their circle might like it, and then it goes on from there. Now you have to like it, whether you like it or not. A lot of these songs out there, I don't like half the songs that are out, but you have to like them in order to be part of the group. So, yeah, exactly. That's why I never stop, and that's why I never, whether or not somebody tells me I can do it or not, I still try. If you didn't try it, then who are you to say that I couldn't do it? I'm a very approachable person. As soon as you see me, people want to chit-chat. I'm not a person that scares you away. I'm not going to try to scare you away. I'm not here trying to make enemies. I'm only here trying to spread positivity, you know. So, but if you're not bringing that, I'm not going to bring you around me, you know. But I can definitely see that right away. That's my actual favorite right there. I recorded that shit in my older brother's Benz. Yeah, I recorded it in the Benz. I didn't even record it in the studio. That's the house car, you know? So that's where I feel most comfortable. That's where I feel at peace. The music system is amazing in this, so the playback is always good. And I was like, sometimes seeing the walls is too much. In a nice little confined area where the space isn't too big. Cause like in the condo I live in, it's way too big in order. Like the inside, everything echoes a lot, so it's not really too good to record in. But like a nice little compressed areas are like the spot for me. Probably around the time like last year, I was pushing a lot of other artists, and as I pushed them, I noticed I'm like, you know what? We can all do this together. You know, like whether I do it big as an artist, whether I do it big just as a club promoter, whether I do it big as this, as long as we all know how to do it, and one of us gets it done, then we can all do whatever we want, you know? Like it doesn't always have to be just music, like my buddy over here, he does videography, but he does music on the side too, but his main focus is just videos. But it doesn't mean he can't be just an artist out of nowhere. But like I noticed that around last year, I just stayed focused. I'm like, I'm gonna do music that I like. And once I started making music I like, then my friends started liking it. And then I was like, hey, maybe I can do this for the bigger masses. And then once I used to live in Boston, I finally moved to Miami. I was born here, but I wasn't raised here. I was raised in Boston. But once I moved to Miami, I was like, that's it. Like, ain't no turning back. Like, I'm gonna make something happen here. I'm not just gonna move here and live this life for no reason. I toned down a little bit, you know, just because of the whole COVID and trying to stay safe. But if not, you know, it would have been on another level by now. I usually like do moments, like big moments. Like I don't post constantly. I use that for my story, but I post anything that I feel like was an achievement, anything that was maybe a change, you know, anything, a big artist, depending on things like that. I never really like spending a lot of time posting like let's say my mixtape cover or anything like that. Salud. I don't really like doing that because people aren't gonna look at it, you know? People just wanna see it once, and if they're gonna look at it, they're gonna look at it. So if you just flood their feed with the same stuff, they're never gonna, like your biggest artist doesn't flood your feed, you know? Drake posts this one time a year and then everybody tries to figure out what he's doing. So it's like, you gotta be the same way. But the way I pick my captions, the way I pick everything is just, like the captions, I just pick a song that's in my head in the moment. It could be already a hot song, anything could be my own song. And I just find a way for it to relate to me and the picture. And if it syncs, it syncs. Whether everybody gets it, you know, that's on them, but I know I get it. Cool. My favorite artist is Lil Wayne, hands down. You know, like he just, maybe not like, his music is not currently the best, but he was what I was brought up on, you know, everything, every style I saw, every single type of music I ever heard, he did it. Like, it doesn't matter. Pop, rap, hip hop, rock, you know, everything. So he even did techno songs, you know, so it's like, I always looked up to him a lot. And I think, honestly, the hottest song right now, I think is that What's Poppin' one. That's just pretty hot. I didn't like it at first, but like after you get past Jack and the Baby, I feel like that shit is crazy. I've been messing around with studios since like 2015, 2016, but I never took it serious. I just did it like because my friends did it. And I would just hop in real quick in the booth and just try to vibe. Years when I took it, like, this is what I'm doing. One of the, you know, the Baby concerts where he knocked somebody out, I was at one of them. Yeah. It was real. It was a 3-on-1. It wasn't no joke. Yeah, security was no joke. His security was like 3 times his size. But the dude, you know, he looked for it. He was already inside and he went outside to do the pick. And it's like, nah, bro. If you're already inside, stay inside. Whether I have it all or I have nothing, I can still make something happen. It doesn't matter. I could have $1,000. I could have $2. Something's gonna happen. I never give up. Whether it's not 100% of what I wanted to get done, at least 80% got done. And I'm happy with that. Biggest loss? I could just say it's basically like when I moved over here, I lost all my family, you know? I didn't lose them, but it's different. It's a whole completely different aspect. Now I'm on my own. I do have my brother here, and he's helping me a lot. But at the same time, you know, you still miss that whole family orientation where you just go down the street and you can meet up with all your friends. Like over here, it's different. I don't really have that many friends. And over there, back home, I grew up with everybody, so I already know them. But over here, I didn't grow up with nobody. Everybody I meet, you know, I have to judge them off of what I feel. So it's a whole completely different vibe. Even though I like it in Miami, everybody's very nice. Everybody tries to be already a part of you. My whole friend is back in Boston, you know, so I can't even, like, I call him, but he's busy. Like, our schedules now are getting crazy, and it's like, bro, I can't believe this is really like this. This really happens. I still haven't gone to Houston yet. I gotta go over there soon. I do. At first, it was kind of hard. Like, I didn't think people wanted to hear what I had to say, or like I feel like they'll take it a certain way because I said it like this. But then I realized that I'm like, you know what, once you do get up there, you can explain all that, or people do make their own paths, and that's what makes music even better. Like, you weren't even thinking of the song, it was supposed to be like this, but then after a while you're like, oh, you know what, maybe the song could mean this and this and this to other people. It's not always about your own perspective. Exactly. A way closer connection. Now they understand, you know, and just the same thing as my EP that's dropping on the 24th, Salud. It's dropping the 24th of this month. Before, I didn't know what it was gonna be about, what I was gonna do, but then I realized, I'm like, you know what, this is just an EP about what got me here. Like, it doesn't matter if it's new music, if it's old music, it's just everything that I felt like really got me to where I was. Like, throughout the whole EP, it starts off really hot, like off the rip, like it's just going a little crazy, and then once you get towards the middle, the whole vibe switches, and like I make sure like you can feel it, like the switch and everything, and then the music slows down, and then now you see another aspect of me, you know. So it's like that's the good thing about it. It's not always all club, which is what I like, but there's also, you know, girls in my life too that are involved. The album, I don't have them on my phone because I'm gonna play them off the Apple Music, but I'll definitely send me your email in the DM and I'll send you the file because I have it. But it's all on my computer. I don't want to get it too many places and it goes crazy. Well, we could do it right here. I say right here. This in the back. How much was it? You yeah, yeah. Gasmoneyx, yeah. Take off, yeah. Speeding in the fast lane, in the last lane. All you niggas always pulling up in last place. Playing with you cause she rather be in my place. Call me gas cause my foot never on the brake. I'm just coolin' with the goonies in the back, yeah. Moving slick around my niggas, send you packin'. And my bitches always turn, they never lackin'. In the Gotti, yeah, she riding with the guy, yeah. Everybody want a coupie and you know it. On Instagram they showing it, real life they never own it. Yeah, I'm independent, you know I'm tryna go spend it. You ain't getting money, I'm really out here getting it. Every time they see me, yeah, they wanna spend a bag. 10K for a show, I don't even gotta brag. Drop a stack in one, she just wanna make it last. I bet money, you don't know how to get it back. But not me, I'll make it back in 2 seconds, baby, I'm good with 2 seconds. I got 2 artists, they separate, but together they reckless, especially after a necklace. And if you ain't, I'm about flexing. Yeah, tryna spaz out in the whip, I'm tryna go crazy. Smoking on this kush, yeah, that's my favorite daisy. So much smoke in the whip, got my eyes hazy. Driving down, calling, driving that new Mercedes. Everybody wanna live up in the high ride. Elevator to the top, can't waste no time. When the bitches wanna slide, I tell them to slide. But you know they gotta come right on time. Cause if now you staying outside in the land, toss the keys to valet if they know the brand. Hit the club, fuck it up, spending all these bands. When it's time to leave, my chauffeur already knows the plan. Solo in the coupe because I don't need a rider. Niggas wanna shoot me and I tell them go and try to. Your girlfriend, she just blew me and she told me where you hiding. Catch you in that Subi, make it hotter than the sauna, yeah. Speeding in the fast lane, in the last lane. All you niggas always pulling up in last place. Playing with you cause she'd rather be in my place. Call me gas cause my foot never on the brakes. Speeding in the fast lane, in the last lane. All you niggas always pulling up in last place. Playing with you cause she'd rather be in my place. Call me gas cause my foot never on the brakes. Yeah. Gasmoneyx.
problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems. Every time we switching whips, we got no problems. Every time we hit your chick, she got no problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems.
If it ain't about money, ain't no discussion. I was stunting ever since I mixed the carrot with the tussin', no percussion. Diamonds hitting, give a nigga concussion. I'm hotter than the oven, the nigga plug with the Russians. Moving like a president, kicking it, politicking. Made a movie in my residence. Bitches on top of bitches. The way I whip in the kitchen, you would think I had a Michelin. Running up the digits and picking midgets from Michigan. And money is the mission, my nigga didn't call me James Bond. From the gutter, I fuck her with all my chains on. He don't want no problems, we got kush smoking, gun smoke. I be out of Vegas smoking good dope at 1-0.
Every time we switching whips, we got no problems. Every time we hit your chick, she got no problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems. Every time we switching whips, we got no problems. Every time we hit your chick, she got no problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems. Every time you see me, got the flies hoes. Every time you see me, got the flies hoes. In the club, we poppin' bottles, all we know. Exotic fan, a double cup, you know the flow. When the lights they start to flash, my neck is froze. Got the rolly bust down on my Fiji flow. I need to slow down, so I'ma pull it forward. If I hit a talk down, we gon' see him low. Every time we switching whips, we got no problems. Every time we hit your chick, she got no problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems. Every time we switching whips, we got no problems. Every time we hit your chick, she got no problems. Every time we hit the club, we got no problems. If a nigga wants some smoke, we got no problems.